I'm Stereo Man, as you already know, and welcome to my new shop here at the house. Yes, we have moved operations to the house here, and see, we got plenty of room over here. Tools, workbenches, compressor, plenty of room for everything over here, y'all. And I need to drive Big Red. I haven't driven this in probably a week and a half, but I haven't really left the house too much either. We're going to be working on my 98 Honda Accord EX 4-cylinder, and the power steering pump is out on this vehicle. It looks perfectly fine, but I'm going to start it up and you'll be able to listen to it. All right, so we start this vehicle. You can hear the whining noise. See, I'm turning the steering wheel and you can hear that pump whining. That means power steering pump is bad. It's got plenty of fluid in it, but the pump is bad. All right, we got the power steering pump loose. First thing you do is the 12mm right there. Take a 1/2-inch drive socket with no extension. Get that one. And then the one on the bottom, take a 3/8 drive socket with no extension on that one. On that 12mm, loosen that one because that's the one that allows the whole thing to pivot in order to, that allows it to pivot in order for you to take the belt off. Now it's loose like this, and it's not that hard to get the belt the rest of the way off. And then keep the belt, kind of put it right between these brake lines right here, just to keep it from falling off the other pulley, because it shares a pulley with the main crank down at the bottom. That pulley is on that one. I mean, the belt is on that one right there. So also at this time, it's good to inspect both of your belts. The power steering pump is driven by its own belt, so it's good to look at it, make sure you don't have any cracks, or make sure it's not dry rotted. And look at the main belt as well, because now would be the time to change them if you need to. But these belts were replaced. I replaced these belts not too long ago, so they're in good shape. So now these two right here on the top, they look like 10 mils. So we're gonna get those off, and then just take some pliers right there, loosen that clamp, and get that hose off. And then this one right here, the nut on here looks like, I don't know, probably a 17, 18mm. I gotta take that nut off, and then gotta use we have to use a puller to get this off, because the new power steering pump, as you can see, it did not come with a pulley on it. So we got to use the pulley from the old one. We just removed the pulley from the old power steering pump. Didn't even need to use a puller for it. And then we got it on the new one right here. So we're gonna go ahead and put the nut on there, get that secured, get these lines off the old one, and take it off the rest of the way. Stay tuned. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get ready and take these lines off in a minute. But before that, we're gonna use an oil drain pan under here, because it might be quite a bit of power steering fluid, and we don't want to have that on our floor. Actually, the best thing to do is double up some plastic bags, put it right here. As you see, nothing's actually dripping from this, or minimal. So we're gonna go ahead and plug this up. Yeah. Yep, this is pretty good. So we can actually attach this to the new power steering pump. And then I'm still gonna leave the bag right here. Then we're gonna bring the bag right over here when we loosen these two 10 mils, because it's got a shroud on the bottom, and there was no point in having the oil drain container there, because it wouldn't have caught any power steering fluid anyway. Now's a good time to look at the O-ring on here. It looks like it's in excellent shape, so we're gonna go ahead and reuse it on the new pump. Now we're finished. Everything on here is tightened. Everything is secured and tightened like it's supposed to be. See, the belt is back on, correct orientation. Now, the moment of truth. We're about to start the vehicle. And have to add just a little bit of power steering fluid, not much. And we also cleared the check engine light because that was on for the power steering. No noise at all. Another flawless install.